Hey, it's Michael Saul with the Stock Market Trading Watch List for Tuesday, December 20th, 2011. So if the charts look a little bit different, it's because I'm using e-signal. Something going wrong on TradeStation. It's not letting me load data. So anyway, I talked about the 62% retracement on the S&P video. You can find that up on the blog. And what I talked about is that we approached it on the S&P. We came a couple cents shy on the SPY rather, and on the S&P 500 cash here, same thing. We didn't quite make it down there, a couple points shy here. All right, and the reason I brought it up, this 62% of this swing, is because that's where we found support on this bigger swing. Okay, so we had this biggest swing, we pulled back, we held the 62, and then we bounced. So maybe we're going to hold the 62 again and get a bounce. I'm still looking for a holiday bounce. I'm watching for one this week. I go over what I'm going to be looking at. I go over that in the S&P video, so check that out on the blog, okay? So NASDAQ 100, all right, came a little shy. Draw this trend line a little better. This projected trend line. So if we get weakness there, something to watch as well. Here's the Russell. Adjust this a little bit. Here we go. All right, so if we get any weakness on Tuesday, then we should be watching for these projected trend lines to potentially come in as possible support. Semiconductors not looking so hot here. All right, down around the last... Oops, sorry about this. Okay, down around the last swing low here. Right, watching that. Some stocks there. Clack at the 50-day, just below it actually here. Seeing if that's going to turn. Intel. Yeah, since warning, it has not been that good. And it was one of the bellwethers, one of the leading stocks off of these lows in August. Here's Maxim holding the 200-day. All right, banks. They had an awful day as well. Watching to see if they hold this trend line. Bank of America under $5. In my opinion, that's chum for the sharks. You know, I'm not looking at the long-term prospects for Bank of America. I'm not going to sit here on this video and make some comment like it's the buy of the year or buy of all time, whatever it is. All right, but that doesn't mean that it can't be taken for a trade. And I think under 5 is going to attract some buyers. Now, that doesn't mean that, okay, you know, hey, let's just jump right in. Right? I'm not looking to do that, but it definitely gets my attention. It should be one that is on your radar screen, right? You put it on your watch list and watch and see how it's acting intraday. Because look, at $5, I mean, you know, what do you need to make it a nice trade? Yeah, it'd be great if it went $3, of course, but that's ridiculous. That's 60%. All right, doubtful unless there's a buyout or something. But you know, on a $5 stock, if it moves 20 cents, 30 cents, I mean, that's a nice gain. It's a really nice gain. All right, so and it, you know, it has the range, right? It likes to move. I mean, today it had, let's see, pull up the cursor. Yeah, it had a 30-cent range. Okay, so nothing's saying that it can't go down and, you know, it can't go down a little further and attract some more buying and then come up. But, you know, I don't want to make this the Bank of America video. I'm just saying that a lot of people are putting a knife in its back. And maybe it is. Maybe it's going to zero. I don't know. But to me, you know, when we hit new lows, especially this time of year, on obviously a huge institutionally owned, you know, stock, it traded $344 million. Sorry, it's e-signal's fault. 344 million shares. It gets my attention. All right, it's something that could be set up for a potential trade. All right, I'm not looking to bottom pick. I'm not looking to throw my kids' money into it. Right, that they're gonna, you know, quintuple their money in the next 5 years. I'm not looking for that. Okay, all I'm looking at is to see if it can set up for a potential trade, maybe a trade back to the 20 EMA. All right. Okay. All right, broker-dealer, also not acting nice. Goldman, looks like it may want to test these lows, but also going to be watching that for potential double bottom. Cyclicals, there's Caterpillar, consolidating under the 50-day. Is this going to take a stab down? We'll see. Alcoa, wow, new lows, or let's see, testing the lows. Nope, not yet. Okay, 845. So watch that for potential double bottom there. GLD looks like it's flagging to me. Watch the 200-day for potential resistance. Okay, SLV consolidating here right around this low. All right, so this is what you want to watch. You want to see, this is what's called a key decision area. What happens here? All right, does it consolidate and stab down, or does it consolidate and get the bounce up towards the moving averages, which are coming down in a nice sharp fashion? All right, the usual suspects. Apple. Okay, this does not look very nice. All right, outperformed the market, but formed a doji. So this is a consolidation here. Now, does this mean it's definitely going to rip it down to the 200-day moving average? Of course not. I mean, a consolidation tells us that it can go either way, and we're still above the 200. So right now we're playing a little ping pong here. We're between the 50-day and the 200-day. You can see, tested the 200, went up, got above the 50, but not by much. Now it came down. So now what are we doing? We're setting up in the middle here. All right, but if we see some more weakness, watch this one to come out of this consolidation here. And if not, if we get a bounce, could be one to watch for a trade back up to the 50-day. Okay, it's a consolidation in the middle of the range. Okay, that's the time that you sit on the fence and wait for the market to tip its hand, wait for the stock to tip its hand. Okay, now here's Amazon. Now, after a big reversal candle like this, usually we get some sort of retest. Now, I'm not looking for a total retest down, so what I'd like to do is I'd like to throw up a Fibonacci grid here, and if we see further weakness, start watching the 175 area, maybe the 173 area. If it breaks below this number, then look for a full retest. But if we get weakness, all right, watch for a retracement of this to hold and set up something intraday, or if you're a swing trader, look for some sort of doji or another hammer or some sort of pattern here. Okay, we're still stretched from the moving averages. So I'm not looking to call a bottom on Amazon. I'm just looking for potential trades, potential bounces, even if it's just back into resistance. Okay, here's Google. It could be a little minor head and shoulders. Watch the 20 EMA at 613. Here's RIM. Okay, I guess Friday wasn't low on RIM. Looking at 1250 as possible support next. Definitely oversold here. Definitely stretched. I think it'll make a great January effect trade. But right now, let's see where it decides to stop and put in a nice reversal candle. Okay, V actually punched higher, even though the market was lower. Watch whole round number 100. Sorry about this. I'm telling you, it's E-signal screw me up here. Las Vegas Sands, yeah, just sloppy. I don't have the range drawn in like I do on TradeStation, but you can see it, still in its range here. What about Ford? Yeah, watch that. Oops, sorry. Okay, so we could draw a trend line in here, see where this comes. Yeah, so looks like we broke just below this 2-point trend line here. But watch hole number 10, see if it holds. See if we can get a reversal back. Alright, so that's it. I'm sorry about the video. TradeStation definitely got me screwed up here. I don't have my lines drawn in any of that. So anyway, to recap, I'd love to see some weakness here early on in the day on Tuesday into some support levels, whether it's the trend lines on some of the indexes or this 62% retracement. And then I'm going to watch that for a potential reversal. And I'm going to watch some of the stocks mentioned to see if they're going to go along for a ride if indeed we do get a holiday rally. And nothing's saying that's for sure. But we're oversold here. And if support holds, that's what I'm looking for. All right? Have a great trading day. Talk to everybody again on Wednesday.